Hi, my name is John, Jon. My last name is Drucks, Drucks. You need to look at my entire Facebook page. It's my book, Change 2014. Follows Change 2013 and Change 2012, because God knows we need change, and we need change now. And the moral of this story is nothing changes without the truth. I believe we're under the rule of the very people we declared our independence from in 1776. And I believe everything that JFK warned us about in his secret society speech is ruling our nation today. And I believe the same could be said of his separation of church and state speech. And everyone needs to take a serious look at what's going on. The push for a one world religion. This whole new world order is based on one world government, one world currency, and one world religion, and it's theirs. I believe there is a Luciferian conspiracy based on Marxist Hegelian logic. Everything we are told is the opposite of our royal rulers and so-called leaders' intentions. When they say freedom, they mean slavery. When they say peace, they mean war. When they say life, they mean death. And when they say God, it's their God, Lucifer. And all you have to do is turn your TV sets on to see it. All you have to do is turn over a $1 bill to see it. Their Illuminati symbol with their all-seeing eye, their one new world order written. Next to In God We Trust. And it shows who their God really is. It's the almighty dollar. It's Lucifer. While our royal rulers and so-called leaders can keep secrets and tell lies, God knows all. And I believe God's seen and heard enough. I believe the message of the Spirit of truth, John 16:13, is the truth to the end. And the people need to stand up right now and demand the truth, starting with 9/11, the wars, and the New World Order. One thing leads to another, just like one lie leads to another. Anyone willing and able to pull off 9/11 is willing and able to pull off anything and everything, including the end, at least for us. And I believe we're living out a script of the book of Revelation in the Bible, which is written by John. Nuclear world war against that great enemy from the north, as we stand by the side of Israel until the day we die, is being created as I speak. That war scenario in the New World Order comes straight out of the book of Revelation, people, and you better wake up, know your enemy, and take the power back. Those are the words of Rage Against the Machine. They screamed at us over 20 years ago about everything happening to this nation today, and it just shows that this is a plan. Just like JFK warned us about over 50 years ago, JFK exposed a plot to enslave every man, woman, and child of this nation. And he was assassinated 7 days later. I believe it's by the royal plotters. I believe if we find the truth on 9/11, we'll have found the truth on JFK, on the assassination of JFK. It's the same royal plot, different day. Again, nothing changes without the truth. We're under the rule of the very people we declared our independence from. And we need to stand up for the truth now and redeclare our independence. I believe there is a mass conspiracy and a mass cover-up, includes the mass media, of the destruction of America. And whoever's involved in it better know what they've gotten themselves into. Again, we're living out the book of Revelation, people, which is the end story written by John. And it goes with my message, the truth to the end. I know people don't want to talk about politics, religion, and or death. And that's why I've chosen to write my book on all three. Because the New World Order news channels, that's all they talk about, is politics, religion, and or death. And when there is death, they show it to you over and over and over again. Americans can't get enough of watching people kill each other until it's them. And I think that's what's in our future. Well, I believe 9/11 and the assassination of JFK were mass conspiracies and mass cover-ups, includes the mass media of the ruling elite, royal, secret societies of the New World Order. I believe Skulls and Bones Bush 41 is the common denominator, and I believe the royal plot has us living out his promise of a New World Order. Hitler promised a New World Order, and it goes with Skulls and Bones Bush 41 being the son of Skulls and Bones Prescott Bush, whose banks got shut down for funding the Nazis in World War II. We allowed the son and the grandson of the banker of the Nazis to become our president. What could possibly go wrong? Everything could go wrong. Skulls and Bones Bushes and Skulls and Bones Kerry are in the bloodline of the royals from across the pond. Imagine that one. And that's why we're under the rule of the same people. The search for a new world order. One world government. One world currency. And one world religion, and it's theirs. And you better wake up, people, because it's not yours. And this is nothing new. They learned long ago, the royal family of liars and the royal war pig bankers, they learned long ago how to control a nation is to become its banker, then create false flag operations like 9/11, that trigger false flag wars like Iraq, Afghanistan, and now threaten nuclear World War III. Burying the nation in debt, literally burying them. The same royal plot's been used to take down every great empire before us. We fell for the oldest trick in the royal book. And I believe we're living out the plot, the royal plot, that JFK exposed. I believe we're living it out. Their plot of enslavement. And maybe you still have a job, and maybe you still have a retirement account. But I think all of us are going to end up with nothing, is what I think. Join the crowd. Misery loves company. I believe everything that's happened in my life has happened for a reason. It's so I can talk about it and I can write about it. Because when you got nothing to lose. And again, I think we're all about to have nothing, so you have nothing to lose either. And you need to stand up for the truth. It's the Word of God. God's had enough, people. And if Jesus comes back, that means the people failed the test of time from above. So all of you that think when Jesus comes back it's going to be this great day, I think you got another thing coming. By Judas Priest, by the way. That's the world we live in today. And I think God is saying you've got another thing coming. If you're going to allow yourself to live under secrets and lies when the truth is the Word of God. The truth's the enemy of this nation. The truth has been turned into a conspiracy theory, and based on that theory, God's going to become the next enemy, and His Word the next conspiracy theory. And that's what it gets into, people. We're not living under the Word of God right now, and that's why nothing changes. Same royal plots, different day. And it's all about burying us in debt so they can enslave us. And again, control is the name of their game. And history proves if they can't control, they kill. And I believe Lady Di can testify to that. But I believe they killed her after they couldn't control her. Just like JFK, my namesake. Just like Joan of Arc, my bloodline. So that's what people need to look at in this message here. My mother received a message after the assassination of JFK. She was told our government was involved. I've already told you my theory. Her message was correct. And my father wanted my name spelled Jon. And I believe I witnessed my father go to heaven when I was 12. After closing his eyes, he says, "It's beautiful." And we made it from Wisconsin to St. Petersburg, Florida, 45 minutes before he died, so I could witness that when I was 12 years old. I was attending St. Patrick's School, and that's a lot of this has to do with, again, St. Petersburg, Florida, St. Patrick's School. I believe my life was basically part of God's plan for the end of the world. Either we're going to stand up for the truth, or we're going to die. And it's really the JFK story in America. And again, my mother's family's been traced back to Joan of Arc. 600 years ago, she received a message from above saying the royal family of England and their secret societies were taking over France. 600 years ago. Guess what? Same royal plot, different day. 600 years later, I believe the same could be said of us today. Nothing changes without the truth. We're living proof. But I believe those days are numbered. The writing's on the wall. The writing's on my Facebook page. The writing's in the Bible. And I believe the writing's in the royal plot. Again, the book of Revelation. We have a Skulls and Bones secret society member, Secretary of State, Royal John Kerry, negotiating that nuclear world war on your behalf. Skulls and Bones secret society is known as the Brotherhood of Death. And I believe we're going to find that out the hard way. Stand up for the truth now. Stand up for 9/11. We promised never to forget 9/11. It's time to pay up. I believe we're about to pay the ultimate price for allowing ourselves to live that 9/11 lie. Because again, anyone that's willing and able to pull off 9/11, look out. Anyone to create those wars. I not only believe 9/11 was an inside job, I believe it was made into a royal, Masonic, satanic ritual. And it goes with those premeditated oil wars in the name of God that followed 9/11. The ultimate insult to my God, he says, "Thou shalt not kill." So to be fighting wars in the name of God, that's your one new world order religion talking there. Satanic rituals, what's next? The Christian Holocaust? Why stop there? The American genocide is that's my thought. The American genocide. Because we won't stand up for the truth. Everything America stood for has been lost because the people won't stand up for the truth. And again, the truth's the Word of God. And that's why nothing changes. I believe this goes back 2014 years ago, people. I believe the people that are ruling this world today, ruling this nation today, are the same people that put Jesus on the cross. I believe we're living out the end of the Christian calendar based on the beginning. Goes with nothing changes. And again, God's had enough. And I don't know everything, and I've had enough. I'm sick and tired of living in a sick and twisted world ruled under secrets and lies. Everything's a secret. When forced to talk, they lie. It's in their royal blood, just like messages from above are in my blood. And there is a power greater than all these secret societies put together. And it comes from above. And again, I believe I witnessed my dad go to heaven for a reason. So I wouldn't be afraid to do what I'm doing today. Writing about it, talking about it. Heaven is real. There was a movie that just came out and they asked that little boy, describe heaven. Guess the two words he used. It's beautiful. The same two words that my dad used. And it's for a reason. So I wouldn't be afraid to deliver this message almost 40 years later. Almost 50 years after my mother receiving hers. So stand for the truth. It's the Word of God, people. And all you have to do is look at this crazy nation and this crazy world around you to know we're living the end times. But I believe it is a royal plot. So, again, John Drux, JON-DRUCKS. Look at my entire Facebook page. It's my book, Change 2014. Follows Change 2013 and Change 2012. Because God knows we need change, and we need change now. Peace.